It's the one-of-a-kind financial show daily. I am Mike Milligan, coming to you today from San Juan, Puerto Rico. 33 days until I turn 50 years old. More about that on LinkedIn. My mission, educate, coach, plan. My motto, never miss a moment. Did you get your pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks yesterday? Or did you try the new iced banana bread chai? You may want the extra caffeine today because tonight, after the bell, we get the earnings from the biggest player in AI on the planet, Nvidia. This week's final tape depends on what they say. Then Friday, we get the Fed's preferred inflation read. On today's show, we're going to talk about yesterday's market, the Nvidia setup, and a special profile. We were going to talk about Jamie Dimon today, but yesterday we lost a legend. So today we're going to honor Dolly Parton. Let's go.
Be one of a kind with Mike's plan.
It was a green day on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 0.3%, S&P 500 0.32%, and the NASDAQ 0.66%. The Russell 2000 up 0.5% exactly. That growth trading, it caught a little bit ahead of what Nvidia is going to do coming up on end of the close on Wednesday. Rates also cooperated. The 10-year Treasury yield settled at 4.64, down from Monday's 4.71%. Lower yields equals growth-friendly environment for the stock market. Bitcoin held at 77,950. That was up 0.54% during the stock trading session, still consolidating in the high 78 to 79,000 range. When Bitcoin holds while the NASDAQ climbs, it usually means risk on money is not panicking. That's an educational note, not advice. Bitcoin has increasingly traded as a high beta risk asset alongside tech, not as a hedge. The gold ETF, GLD, closed at 428. That's up 0.32%. Gold and stocks up on the same day, a market that cannot decide what it fears more and is buying insurance in both directions. Nvidia itself closed Tuesday at $213.05, up $2.919% into what's coming on Tuesday. More on that next.
Be one of a kind with Mike's plan.
Tonight after the close, Nvidia reports fiscal Q2 2027. Here's the setup, framed as education, not as a trade recommendation. According to Pip Theory and the Hudson Lab, the company's own guidance is revenue at $91 billion for the quarter, plus or minus 2%. Non-GAAP gross margin at 75%. Zero data center compute revenue assumed from China. The Wall Street consensus, according to Yahoo Finance, is revenue at about $92.2 billion, EPS at $2.09 a share, both roughly double a year ago. A comp of $46.7 billion revenue and $1.05 in EPS from the same quarter in 2026. Here's what actually matters for listeners. The 4 questions worth watching tonight, not the headline beat, but this is what we're going to be watching. Data center revenue. The consensus is around $85 to $86 billion for the segment alone, according to S&P Global. Anything below that tells you AI CapEx may be slowing. The second thing we're going to look for is Q3 guidance. The consensus revenue is near $103 billion next quarter, according to Yahoo Finance. The guide is more important than the print. Number 3, we're going to look at gross margins. Are they still holding at 75%, or is Blackwell ramp compressing it? Margins tell you about pricing power. And then last, we're going to look at the China commentary. Guidance assumes 0. Any actual China contribution is an upside. Any new export restrictions is a downside. So we're going to look. Do they beat? Do they meet? Or they retreat? The number matters less than the guide and the margin. This is how a one-of-a-kind financial plan reads earnings. Not did they beat. It's really what did they tell us about the next 12 months of AI spending. We're going to watch for that. Talk about that more on the Thursday One-of-a-Kind Financial Show Daily.
Be one of a kind
Friday morning, we get the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, core PCE. The last release was 2.7%, headline 2.9% core. The read matters because a hot PCE takes the Fed's September cut off the table. A soft PCE keeps it in play between Nvidia telling us about AI CapEx and PCE telling us about the consumer. This is one of the most important weeks of the summer for the tape. Education note only, not a forecast. Just watch the number coming up on Friday. I gave you a 2 days head start.
Be one of a kind with Mike's plan.
Now in our series on profiles, I had planned to profile Jamie Dimon today, but yesterday Dolly Parton passed away peacefully at her home in Nashville, Tennessee. She was 80 years old. Jamie's going to move to Thursday out of respect and reverence for how I feel about country music and Dolly Parton. Because today, on this segment, this belongs to Dolly. Ray Dalio built his fortune reading macroeconomic cycles. Cathie Wood built hers betting on future technology. Dolly Parton built hers on something neither of them touched. She owned her intellectual property. She was born the fourth of 12 children in a one-person cabin in Locust Ridge, Tennessee. Her father, a tobacco farmer, could not read or write. He paid the doctor who delivered her with a sack of cornmeal. That, according to Bloomberg. There's the financial lesson number one that we learned from Dolly is to own your assets. In 1974, Dolly wrote, "I will always love you." Elvis Presley wanted to record it. His manager, the Colonel Tom Parker, demanded half the publishing rights as the price of Elvis singing the song. Dolly said no. She turned down the biggest star in the world. 19 years later, Whitney Houston recorded that song for the movie The Bodyguard. Because Dolly still owned the publishing, that one decision reportedly paid her tens of millions of dollars, a payment that a co-write with Elvis would have cost her forever. That is not a Ray Dalio macro insight. That is not a Cathie Wood technology bet. That is ownership. She protected her intellectual property the way you and I should protect a Roth IRA. Financial lesson number 2 from Dolly. Build businesses, not just paychecks. She built Dollywood. She built Dolly Records. She built a publishing empire. She turned one talent, songwriting, into a portfolio of businesses that paid her whether she performed or not. That is what I teach clients. Get diversified income streams because that beats a single paycheck every day of the week. Financial lesson number 3, give it while you are alive. She sent more than 200 million free books to children through her Imagination Library. She funded COVID-19 vaccine research, according to The Guardian. She quietly gave money to her neighbors after the Gatlinburg fires. Ray Dalio writes about wealth. Cathie Wood targets it. Dolly Parton gave it away, and she gave it away while she was still alive to see the work. And the fourth lesson that Dolly gave us is the currency on the other side is love. She was preceded in death by her husband of 59 years, Carl Dean, who passed in March of 2025. 59 years married. That is a portfolio too, folks. That is a compounding relationship. We're not chasing returns, guys, as much as we're trying to build a one-of-a-kind financial plan. Dolly built hers. She owned her assets. She built businesses. She gave it away. And she loved the same man for 59 years. Rest well, Dolly. Thank you for the songs. But from this certified financial planner, thank you for the financial lessons you allow me to teach. to those who listen.
Be one of a kind with Mike's plan.
To close today's show, 3 things. Nvidia after the close today, we're looking at data center numbers, the third quarter guidance and gross margin. Friday morning is core PCE. Number 3, your own written financial plan. Read it. If you don't have it, write it. If you have it, read it before the market moves this week. If you don't have one, that is your assignment. Tomorrow, we get to Jamie Dimon. Today is your chance to act. If anything I said in the day's podcast moves you, text the word IDEAS, IDEAS, to the number 600-700. It's a short form number with a short form text to get direct contact to us. Or call our office directly, 757-909-7151. Subscribe to this on YouTube at 1.oak Radio on YouTube. We're not chasing returns. We're building the one-of-a-kind financial plan because just like Dolly Parton, you are unique. And in your uniqueness, you deserve that plan that is unique so you can go live that one-of-a-kind life. I'm Mike Milligan, certified financial planner. My job is to educate, coach, plan. But my life motto is never miss a moment. We'll see you tomorrow. This show is for educational purposes only and does not constitute personalized investment, tax, legal, or accounting advice. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. References to Nvidia, ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, Ray Dalio, Dolly Parton, Starbucks, or any other person, company, or security are for illustration and education only and are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any security. Analyst estimates, price targets, and consensus numbers attributed to Wall Street sources are those sources' views and not those of Mike Milligan, One Oak Financial, One Oak Wealth, Advisory Alpha LLC, or any affiliate that I am affiliated with. Consult your own licensed certified financial planner, certified public accountant, or attorney before acting on any tax, investment, or legal advice. The certified financial planning designation is owned by the CFP board. I am the founder of One Oak Financial, www.oneoakfinancial.com. That's the number oneoakfinancial.com.
Take the flight.